Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fhirda and I'm from English Literature 5 2018. And today I'm going to present about the history of English literature from Old English era until Revolution and Restoration era. Old English literature. Old English literature, also called as the Anglo-Saxon period, it began with the invasion of Celtic England by Germanic tribes and lasts until the conquest of England by the Norman French William the Conqueror. The most important king of this period was Alfred. He was also a scholar and writer. He supported the Anglo-Saxon chronicle describing the life, history, and language of this time. The term Old English was invented as a patriotic and philological convenience. The more familiar term Anglo-Saxon has a far older pedigree. This era implied that there was a cultural continuity between the England of the 6th century and the England of the 19th century that determined that there had been phases in the development of the English language which they describe as Old, Middle, and Modern. The famous literary work in this period is Beowulf, written by an unknown writer in the 8th century. Beowulf tells about a legendary hero who kills powerful threatening creatures and becomes a king. Next is medieval literature. The father of English poetry in medieval literature is Geoffrey Chaucer. He wrote in English rather than in French or Latin. Thus record the imagined conversation of pilgrims as they journey from London to Canterbury. Popular audience grew and a range of genres emerged, like chivalric romance, folk ballads, dramas, morality plays. Most folk literature at that time told about morals, religion, and romance. And at the time, church instruct people through the morality and the miracle plays. Next is Renaissance and Reformation. The Renaissance in England culminated during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, a period of prosperity, successful sea voyages, and cultural activities. The reformation of the Church in England from Catholic to Protestant was begun by Elizabeth's father, King Henry. One of the famous writers in this period is William Shakespeare. The world's greatest playwright wrote historical plays about kings of England, comedies, tragedies, as well as poetry. William Shakespeare had a great influence on the English language, and any well-known English saying come from Shakespeare's work. Next is the English Revolution and Restoration. The reference tells about Revolution and Restoration, which began with the sailing of the Pilgrims to America. The Pilgrim Fathers sailed to America on January 6, 1620. Then presented Ben Johnson news from the New World discovered in the moon to King James. The celebration of the 12th day of Christmas became the climax point of the Mass with fantastic vision made up about his own greatness. This era was revolutionary struggle. The civil war between the King's army and Oliver Cromwell's parliamentary force began. In 1660, the Burgesses decided to restore the monarchy and Charles II returned from exile in France. John Milton, one of the greatest poets, is celebrated for his powerful rhetoric poetry and his famous mainly for his epic from Paradise. That's all for me. Thank you.